Why he fighting this? Why? What is his goal?
Do you understand the words that come out of my mouth?
We had live present.
Wow, that took a minute to set up. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, Playboy, we are live. Yo.
Homie, and it's recording over there too.
It's been recording. Welcome.
It's been recording. Brother God is great. Brother.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank
With me
you.
today again is my boy Amish Patel. Thank you for coming back. What do you think about the basement?
Dude, this is sexy. Dude.
It's not bad, right?
This is hot. And by the way, let the people know you don't live in the basement.
I don't. No.
You come down to record.
I think I've made that clear at one point. Yeah.
Okay, good. Let the
There's
people
a bed
know.
upstairs. I live at a normal floor, so I'm
Yeah.
not like a gremlin, right? So I'm
No,
not.
I think when if you're
You do
especially
gotta make that clear,
Especially with brown guys, make it clear that you don't live with the parents. Like any parent story, I end it with like I don't live with them though.
Oh, they know that. The people they know I'm not at home. Like I'm from London, right? So
Yeah.
no
but if
parents. I mean, my fucking landlord's here. Did you ever have a landlord who's constantly changed, like a good landlord who's constantly updating and constantly? He's just busy work. I don't know what's going on with his life, but he's constantly like.
He's
He'll
retired.
commit he's a young dude, mid-30s.
Okay.
He'll just commit his whole weekend to updating a toilet that has a lower flush rating. So he'll save, $140 in over the span of 12 months. Like weird things like that. It's
Okay,
like, what are you running from, bro? You know what I mean? No one said anything. No
Just
one
next time
asked.
put your hand on his shoulder and say, "Is there love in your life?" Just say that.
Right?
Is that, brother? Is there love in your life? Say that. Maybe I don't know. I mean, maybe he's just trying to learn the hustle, right? Like I grew up with these nerd immigrant parents who would buy real estate and they would do this. I would go with my mom to these this is in Brampton when brown people first started coming. We first bought these houses and these poor people were like, "Fuck you, get out of here. What do you want?" Like I'd ring the doorbell, be like, "Nobody's home." And then they'd run around because they wouldn't want to pay the rent. And then my mom was like, "We
so
gotta
they
fix
were
something."
your tenants.
They were our tenants, and my mom was always like that. She's always like, and then she'd always make me do it. She's like, go ring the doorbell. I'm
Yeah.
like, this guy's doing heroin in there. But she'd be like, go ring it, get tough.
So, I always think of it from my point of view, but I've heard from all my friends who have rental properties and shit like that, like, all the people that are still in engineering and shit,
Yeah.
who stayed in something good. They're man, it's hard to find a good tenant. They're doing screening and screening and screening. In my mind, I'm thinking, everybody's paying the rent and shit. No, not the case at
I
all.
love my tenant. My tenant's amazing. But then you got to go, you know what it is?
You have a tenant now?
I have a condo.
Oh, okay. So
years
now,
ago.
okay,
Because I was in engineering for.
okay. Yeah, it's just.
But like, I have a condo. No, it's not from acting money.
No, I'm fucking.
But
I knew that.
Hey,
has to be something.
baby, 2 nominations.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. But I find the condo tenants are incredible. A lot of people want to buy a rental property that's like like a 50, 100-year-old house, and it's like stuff. You got to sit on it. You do got to sit on it a little bit, and then part of why he's coming to fix the toilet and do stuff all the time, it almost keeps you in check.
Yeah,
that's what bothers me. I'm like this guy's turning
I
around.
can tell, and he's texting and he's emailing, so he's definitely doing everything he needs to do because you have to have like 24-hour notice and all that kind of stuff.
All that stuff. He's on top.
He's
of it.
literally like showing a paper trail of just being like the most competent fucking landlord. So in the event that any of us fuck up, I'm assuming he has a paper trail of being like, look at how great I am, and look at how much notice.
He's on top of it.
Yeah,
he's on top of it. Yeah. Well, did you ever notice that? Like, even when
he's one of those guys who you don't know if he's super high. You don't know if he's perma-fried or enlightened. You ever meet those people they just talk like this, and they're always at peace, and I'll be fixing it. It shouldn't take longer than 6 hours, and it's a beautiful day, isn't it? It's like, are you high? What?
No, good meditations. He's doing good meditation. You not meditating?
I think this guy's hitting the blunt twice.
Dude, God gives you that energy for free.
Blunt and Visine, I guarantee it, are in his car.
You think
Visine,
so?
for sure.
He seems very hardworking. He seems like he could be enlightened.
Yeah,
actually.
but he's sativa. That's what it is.
Sativa, no,
Yeah,
same.
yeah,
But the
it's going
sativa
hard.
does burn me out after
if
2
you
hours.
kill it, because the way
Too much.
you smoke
I microdose it. One hit, put it down.
Well, you keep I've been to your place. You keep your weed out. That's something I find. I try to make an effort to put it away. I don't
I don't like it that
mind,
much.
right?
I don't like it that much. I got
Seems
a
like
new.
you're smoking constantly.
No, I got a microdoser. You know what I do? I microdose.
You mean just like a one hitter?
I got a one hitter. I call it a microdoser.
Just
So I
'cause of
microdose
mushrooms?
weed. I microdose the weed. I do a one hitter.
No one says that, bro. There is no microdosing weed.
I invented it.
There is no microdosing weed.
I invented it. I'm doing it.
This guy's got the Dragon Ball Z jacket on. You're just feeling yourself today, huh?
Buddy, I'm feeling myself every day. But I wore this to a family event, and these uncles are like, hey, Amish, karana. There's like 3-4 weeks ago. They're like, hey, Amish, karana.
Oh, just because of you're like, no. It's the Roshi school. It's Dragon Ball Z. It's a whole thing.
Well, what I said was I support the business community of Wuhan, and how dare.
Oh shit! You're like, this says Wuhan.
This is I support the community.
That's the logo for
him.
Wuhan. If you can't see it, he's wearing the Dragon Ball Z like Master Roshi fucking symbol on the front. The orange. It's beautiful. Everywhere. That's so in now, you know?
What?
I'm seeing that everywhere. Even people that you know don't really know Dragon Ball Z. Like that thing with that logo.
Dude,
that's in fashion now. It's hot.
This was at the store. I bought it for $30. Every time I walk down the street.
Brand new?
Yeah.
Really, huh?
Brand new at Hot Topic. It's $30. I went back. I was going to buy another one just because it's so cheap.
Topic, yeah. Why would you buy two?
Just because it's so cheap and people love it so much. But I said, you know what? Just wait until it gets warmer. I'll start switching out jackets.
But where does that second one come into play? Like, in case this one gets worn so much,
that's it.
You wore holes through it?
It is cheap.
It's cheap. It's $30. I did the math.
Dude, it's nothing, man. It's like so thin, but it is actually thicker than my other jackets.
It's like a varsity jacket. It's like a cool nerd almost. Like, yeah, I like Dragon Ball Z, but I'll toss a football. I can do a spiral.
Hey, man. It's athletics. I'm meditating. I try to meditate like it's Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean?
Do you meditate?
Hard, man. Mind powers.
Man, every time I meditate, it's the best feeling. But lately, it's like I'm in it for like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. And you know, you don't break through. You know what I mean? If you're
I
just
know
like,
exactly what you mean.
You're just like, oh, I'm breathing. And then 3-4 minutes into it, you're like, I did something. And you get up. But if you break through, you don't stop. You're just
then you're
just in the zone.
It's a zone. It's a zone generator. That's what people don't understand about meditation.
Recently, I've been getting at it before I've entered the zone truly, which is a bitch. Do you go more than once a day, every day?
I do every day, yeah.
Call it like a place. Do you go there? Do you go to the zone?
I go to the magic place, to the source.
But you write for like, that's the majority of your, that's a big part of your income is writing. So you got to clear your mind. That's the only income. That's all your income.
So my brain, I have to meditate. I can do 2 hours. I microdoses. Okay, so I meditate and then I'll get the first 2 hours done. Because it's all writing work, so my brain has to just work, right?
So what's the mentality you gotta have to write? If it's do you wake up at a certain time every day and go, I have to write X amount of hours, or I have to finish X amount of pages, or I have to?
I wish I'm approaching that, but right now it's basically so right now what I do is I just leave the house because if I stay home, I'll end up masturbating, and that's it.
Oh, then all your drive is gone.
It's it. It's over.
Yeah.
So I get it
one time, or after that second one.
You mean how many nuts?
No, I can do one and still have drive and be like, let's make the day my bitch. But that second one, you're just eating cereal or something like.
Exactly, right?
You're just a write-off after that.
You're write-off.
You're just absorbing Netflix after that.
Your brain says, hey, we got it.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we working for? We got it.
Yeah, right?
You just had sex with like 12 supermodels. What's the issue here? Can you take a rest?
I wonder if there's a new Netflix original. I should probably take a look and
Let's
see.
take a look. Yeah, exactly. You deserve
That's
a break.
When you have that
My brain is like, you deserve a break after I masturbate. It's crazy.
So you get out of the house just to avoid jerking off for that sole purpose.
Look, if I do want to just be honest with the people and be like, you know what?
That's what the whole
That's pretty much it.
About. Yeah.
I leave the house. I get away from the house. I'm like, get away from the house, man. Because if I'm out in the annex has been great, and then you can just meet people. I meet so many people. I'll add them on Instagram. But if I'm out and about, I'll make friends. I'll add them on Instagram. They'll tell me about their friends and influencers.
Yeah, you're crazy extroverted.
I'm so extroverted.
Every time I'm like outside with you, like anywhere, I just see you just flowing between groups and just getting right in there. That's fucking. I envy that shit, man. I always have the anxiety in my head,
Thanks,
like,
baby.
I'm bothering people.
Well, that's
I'm
the meditation.
I always have that thought. Oh, I'm bothering.
The meditation will help you with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to linger.
No, you're not a boss, dude.
Please,
you're better than them.
Okay.
Are you kidding me,
He said
dude?
it first,
Baby, go out there and just watch after that 2 minute of awkwardness. Just watch how they're like, wow, you're a comedian. You are a comedian. You can talk. They're dead inside. They need us.
Oh, you're talking about just regular people.
Yeah, man. These job people, what are they going to talk about?
Groups of comedians and stuff, too.
No, I don't even fuck with comedians. It's boring. Because everyone wants to talk and they're not that good. Yeah. Whereas the working people, they know their place. They know that I'm the fucking entertaining one. So they're like, you go, man. You're tight.
You hold court.
I hold court, man. So I can't even go to these parties anymore because it's like, oh, now this is a comedy show. I got to leave.
Man, I worked a background gig where I was a slave. American Gods, you know it?
Dude, your stories on that were incredible.
Yo, you love that, bro. Man, I
So
was like,
funny.
I'm dressed fully in 1800 slave attire, fully with dirt
What's
on my
the
face.
knowledge? You were like, I'm one of those knowledge slaves.
Because I had the Basquiat fucking crown. I was like, I'm one of those knowledge niggas.
Oh, that's the Basquiat crown.
Yeah, which is
How
like.
did the Basquiat crown make it into that? Because
it
Basquiat is
didn't.
that
That's
artist.
my actual. I have that tattoo.
You have that.
Yeah, brother.
Brother.
I'm on that level. That's the level of
Abbas,
art
next
that I
time you're
operate
out,
on.
next time you're out,
I'm that artistic.
you're artistic. Next
do
time
art.
you're out
Yeah.
and you hear a voice in your head saying, "Don't talk to these people," say, "Brother, I am a slave of knowledge of God." Talk to them. Go out and talk to people as if you're a slave of God and you're a vessel of God's energy and you have to give it to them.
My last name is Abdel Wahab, and Abdel means slave of. Wahab.
Wallahi,
Abdel Wahab. I'm
brother.
already a slave of something, baby. Ooh. No, but seriously though.
Well, that's the mentality. Is that you're God's slave. It's actually a very incredible meditation in Islam. The mentality itself is like a meditation because their whole thing is you submit to God.
Yeah. No,
But the Tao is all about submitting to the moment, but the submission is a big thing.
I get that. As I get older, I get that. I thought I had the pendulum, because I was raised super religious, the pendulum swings the other way.
Yep.
And you go, no, it's atheism or something like that. There's nothing. And
Yeah.
then it starts to level out in the middle where you're like, oh, by submission, there's like all these pluses. You know what I mean?
So much.
It's not necessarily true. If you look at it just from the standpoint of like, this book is not full of facts. Okay. Then that's a dead end, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I play by the rules of this thing, you can have a pretty wholesome, like pretty satisfying, like not satisfied, but content and like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like truly
Enlightened?
not even enlightened, but like you feel you've led a life you're proud of. You know,
Yeah.
you can lead a life you're proud of that you can look back at and just be like, I lived a good life being fully religious.
It sounds like you're
I used to
landlord.
think, exactly, right?
He's coming in to do the work because the work is the work and it must be done.
That's why
I'm
those
a vessel
Amish
for
people,
Most High God, and
they
I do
work.
work.
That's why they build such good work. They're not worried about their existentialism and all that shit.
Dude,
they're
that's
just
why-
building these barns, and
That's why,
they're
Abbas,
fucking just
when you're-
handy. They're
Yeah.
just hand busy. You know what
That's
I
it.
mean?
They're hand busy, and that's why, Abbas, when you're out on the street,
Yeah.
holler at them, say hello.
To the Amish people.
No, to whoever you feel like talking to, just say what's up. It's fine.
True.
You know what I mean? Like they generally appreciate it.
Yeah, but I treat others the way I'd like to be treated, and I would prefer that.
I know, because
people
you're-
don't just randomly talk to me.
Yeah, true.
Bro, I feel weird about it. I would like to be more extroverted,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to be, but like even at this background thing, you know how you said somebody always holds court. Bro, at the background gigs, you see that dynamic the most. It's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. 'Cause
Well, it
there's
matters what you're saying.
there's always one old background dude or like the veteran background guy.
Oh, yeah, man.
Who's holding court about what he's seen at other sets.
Oh, yeah.
And how it's like this craft spread is garbage compared to what they have on whatever kind of thing, right?
Oh,
Like,
man, I can
and I'm
tell you
just in the
extra
corner.
stories.
I'm literally like sitting alone at a table, just being like
writing it down.
Well, I'm listening to them, but I'm just like, oh man, I just want to go sit over there and be like, background work. But I'd rather not. I've just
Yeah. I mean, listen, man, God writes the best jokes. You know what I'm saying? Just listen in. God's writing the best bits. They're hooking you up. When I was on set once on, dude, non-union, it was nothing. It was like a music video for actually really cool artists, but like nothing. This guy's holding court with the other guys, with the other background people, and he's telling them how, like, if you want a real agent, you got to pay big bucks. You think they're just going to assign you? You got to pay big bucks for a real agent. And I had just gone to a thing at Actra saying, don't ever pay an agent. They get paid when you get paid. That's like rule number one of an agent.
Yeah.
Any agent that's telling you like, no, but I have to take a $50 fee every month.
There's probably agents like that in LA that make their living just off of the wave of new naive actors.
Yeah, there's a couple of people in Toronto too. And some of those people did move on to being full-time agents too, to be in their defense. But if you're with Tamak, if you're with one of the top agencies in Toronto, which is...
I've never even heard of Tamak.
It's all dying now, dude, because the industry's so shifted now because of the internet. But when I started, there was this union, there was the actors union, and then there was like an agency certification. And one of their things is you don't take fees unless they're getting paid. That's it.
Yeah.
No sign-up fee, no $50 a month, no $100 a month. I think the actors union was like, you can't be part of, we're not going to give you the certification if you're telling some 20-year-old they got to pay you $100 a month. They're broke. You know what I'm saying? And you're sending him out to do all
He's
this
just
shit for free.
protecting, like extortion protection kind of thing.
It's Hollywood has always been this conveyor belt for taking advantage of these hot young people. Because it's all these rich old sociopaths like Weinstein. It's always been guys like that.
And they know that dream. That dream is a nonstop stream of those people, like
they'll
coming
keep coming
in constant, year after year.
And people like that will just consume them. And some people are consuming them like Weinstein. But some people are just doing that slow drip of like, give me $200 a month. Or join my, class,
Or,
weird whatever.
Some people live off of that class thing. And they all push it. Like my agent, anytime I'll get a random email, like from... Once a week, I'll get an email from my agent forwarding the intensive run by so-and-so that I've never heard. And then there's all these headshots of him or her explaining to a... Like, get the fuck... And they list the
That's
things
so funny
that
if you see their picture and you're like, this guy's not even a good actor. He's like,
exactly.
They're so teaching. You want to do this? And you're like, that's not
why
good
aren't you
acting.
killing it? Like go kill it, and then let me see your IMDb is stacked, and then I'll listen to you. But when they show what their students are booking, I'm like, okay, come on. Their students have taken 48 other classes.
Oh yeah,
you
dude,
can't be
and
like,
they've invested.
Exactly. Taught this from.
Dude, you ever go to the Armstrong one?
Did you see?
Not to be a dick.
No.
Because there are cool people
The
there.
pricing is crazy.
The pricing is nuts. But those guys,
They're like one of the Toronto's established studios. Armstrong.
Armstrong, I think, right? And
I
then-
did Louis Bowmander.
Okay, he's cool. I like
He's
him.
cool. He's out there, which is cool. I respect, and he's done
You know
it for
what?
40 years.
He's cool. I always liked his stories, and he's always taught like really. He always had good notes, whatever.
He just has a
Even-
process that like
Yeah.
is applicable and doable.
Yeah, no.
He's not just like what and how and asking just
Yeah.
vague open questions.
Well, I think so when I went to the Armstrong class, I did one class. So I got there. And look, hey, no disrespect to the community here, but
No disrespect to
no disrespect to the Armstrong community.
But shit on them, go.
If this is what you do,
Yeah.
what you do. I get there and everyone looks like they're about to cry, and I'm like, why is everyone so sad? And then they go, and then the teacher says, okay, we're gonna start with the release, and we will begin now. And the first half hour of the class is just
Teachers crying too?
Teachers crying, everyone's crying.
Why?
Release exercise. First half hour, release exercise. You got to sit there, eyes closed, and then just feel emotions. It's like, okay, just go to meditation then. It's not meditation though. It's like this weird exercise that she was doing, and it might be part of some method acting thing. Dude, everyone's crying. There's one old man just like, like they're doing all this shit.
Why?
Shit.
You made me do it.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. Dude, they're going wild in there. I'm looking around, dude. I'm looking around like, does
teacher's just
anyone else going to
smashing
give me a
her head
look? Like, this is
On
crazy.
the chalkboard. Like, no, I was supposed to act. Okay, everyone, that was good.
You know what? Yeah, no. You know.
Now return to the classroom.
Yeah, and then we do a class.
Return back to me.
Dude, what you're gonna bang your head against the chalkboard and be like, fuck, I paid $300 for this shit. I don't have it.
How do you feel now? I feel good. I'm not gonna lie. I feel lighter.
I'm not gonna lie, but can I get a refund though?
Good.
don't feel that
No
good.
refunds, but use it. Yeah, have you seen that show Barry?
It's so good.
Dude, that teacher who buries some show online about like it's like he's a serial killer but an actor by day.
Yeah.
They actually set it up pretty well. But the guy who plays the acting teacher does it so perfectly.
I know.
Like he's so arrogant. And do you see him when he goes into the audition? He's like, I'm going to give it to you 2 ways. And it's like a one-line audition. He's just some fucking background dude in some like convenience store scene.
Oh my god,
Dude, love that show. Did you see Weinstein got 23
23
years?
years? Yeah, 23 years.
What do you think it'll actually be? You think he'll die in prison? I feel like I feel he won't actually do 23 years. I feel like
It'll be like a 23-year chill prison. Have you ever seen the Epstein
No,
prison?
I don't even-
Epstein prison. He got to leave. Dude,
yeah,
Epstein's
leave
prison?
life.
No, Epstein's prison.
They took him out, bro.
No, the first time though,
Yeah.
he was in a prison for like 5 years before whatever, and he
already did 5 years, right?
he did like some maybe 3 years, whatever. But the prison was like
Yeah,
open.
you
he
could leave
can
12 hours a day.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's like
It's like
old white man CEO
Dude,
prison.
It's the white.
That's
the
CEO prison. You know what I'm talking about? Which I thought that honestly,
That
that's one of my
CEO
life
prison
goals.
is still whites only.
That's
eh?
one of my life
You
goals.
think it's whites only?
Because no, I don't know if it's whites only, but I'm just
You
saying.
think the sociopath prison is whites
Justice-
only? Because I could see some of them being like, hey, we got to protect this culture, right?
Well, I imagine if, let's say Obama stepped in as a board of director for some big
Mm-hmm.
company, and then they got caught being fraudulent and he
That's
had to
it.
go to prison, he'd go to that prison probably. It's
you
not,
have
it's
to.
not, it's not whites only in that sense.
Weinstein
But
was
still,
trying to
that's
dip out like
life goals for me right there.
That's life goals, eh? If you
Yeah.
get in that sociopath prison.
Yeah, I don't want to call it sociopath prison, but just
That's great that you said that's your life goal and not to just be like a Dan Bilzerian or something.
is he the go-to for you?
Bilzerian?
Or is that people's go-to? Just go around on boats and just fuck chicks and just fucking use beard products. You know, I don't know what is the guy at Lyft? Fuck chicks? I mean, it's pretty sick if you think about it. But it's like, I mean, I couldn't imagine doing that thing without having like some sort of existential fucking crisis. Like what?
Yeah.
What's he doing? I don't really. I got to work towards something.
No, he's a high level sociopath, right?
Yeah.
No, he has a weed company. He just uses the girls to like advertise a weed company, I guess.
He's got a
the
weed
girls
company. That's his
dude.
thing?
He's
I
making
thought his
millions.
thing was real estate. I don't even know.
He looks like a real estate psychopath, right? No,
Yeah.
he's actually a little cooler than that. Actually, he's a little more like Grant Cardone. Who's fucking doing the bits about Grant Cardone at your show the other day on Monday? Foggia.
I don't even know the name.
So funny. Grant Cardone,
Yeah.
he's just like a real estate sociopath, and all of his like motivationals are just like 10x it, make it 10 to work 10 times harder.
Yeah.
But I want you want 100,000 real estate. I want 10 million real estate. Like that's his whole motivation.
Yeah,
his
yeah,
first
yeah.
book's called the 10x method.
Dude,
and
oh,
it's
my
literally take everything good, 10x it.
My buddy read that and he got pretty. The sales guys, people that are in sales,
Yeah.
they need to get
They need it.
constantly stream of inspiration.
They need it.
Because sales is such a numbers game. Like if you got to cold call 50 to 70 people a day for your thing, you lose motivation pretty quick.
You need
right?
someone to say, "Hey, keep going, baby." You got it."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So 1,000 of these guys that do okay in sales or whatever be like, I'm gonna pivot into motivation. That's what I would think Dan Bilzerian would be. It would be like, this is a picture of me when I was this. I couldn't fuck that chick. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do this. But it was a 3-step method that I used.
Yeah,
And then they'll just come up with some 3 thing that's an acronym.
I think he's too big for that. Like I think he got too many hits.
What
So
about
he's-
Jordan Belfort? Isn't
Dude,
that what he's doing now?
Belfort is a legit sociopath, and I love how that movie was supposed to be like a critique on him. It's really like a celebration of his life. Goes to jail for 5 minutes at the end, and now he's back on YouTube doing the videos. Have you seen the movie
The Wolf on Wall Street?
Wolf of Wall Street? But then have you seen his new YouTube videos?
No, I haven't seen his YouTube.
Dude,
video.
he's advertising to me. Jordan Belfort, he's back out teaching classes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He doesn't give a shit.
But it's not illegal. What he's doing is that I'm saying
It should be.
he took that. Yeah,
don't think so?
right.
I don't know.
mean that I would be willing to subscribe to his method over anybody else's. Because
Really?
look at what he amassed.
results.
Look at that's what I'm saying. It's like with the acting teacher. If I'm not going to listen to you if your IMDb isn't stacked, you need to show me a result.
Well, if
of
they're
the thing
stacked,
you're teaching me.
well, then you got to go to Masterclass because Masterclass got all those teachers. You know Masterclass?
I don't pay for any of these things. Once I start like getting a little traction, I did so many of these courses when I first moved to the city.
Yeah.
But I don't have the money now to just keep draining it into that. You know?
No, and look, man. Again, I don't want to diss Armstrong or any of these schools, but like when someone's 20 years old, like we don't appreciate how much a 20-year-old needs to go. They're here alone. They need to go have a cry, and they need to do
meet.
a scene.
Well, they need to meet.
and
other
they need
people
an
on
older
the network, other actors.
and
That's
they need,
really what it's about.
And they need an older actor to be like, "Hey, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm broke, but I survived it,
Yeah.
and it's fun, and this is a beautiful art craft that we're doing, and we can still do it and love ourselves and all that stuff. Like, it's not always the class is not always the technique of the class. It's like you're giving a kid
the
hope.
community. That's the
It's a
only
community. It's a
only
community.
value of these classes is you keep putting yourself back into a community of actors.
And if I can give Armstrong a shout out, actually, Armstrong is actually really good with, they'll bring casting directors to their last classes. So if you go level 3 on them,
Yeah.
on the level 3 graduate class,
Is that
whatever,
master class?
This is Armstrong Studios. On their level 3, if you get to their advanced level 3, then he brings casting directors to come watch you. So that's a good
And
hustle.
then that doesn't mean you're gonna get in front of the casting director just
I know.
organically through an audition sooner or later.
Eventually. I mean, I gotta say, man, the
dude,
whole thing
think about
seems
that.
like a
That's-
little bit.
That's like being like, bro, if you do this comedy class on the final showcase, Mark Breslin from Yuck Yucks comes and this person, and what, they're gonna sign you when you get out? No, like it doesn't mean
I know,
shit. It
I
just
know.
means like, keep it going, kid. You got a good thing going, and then they don't see you for 3 years. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, it
no,
doesn't-
and they keep paying for classes.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
pay because you're gonna put the industry in front of me. That because
I know, but again, it's not for us. I think I think younger people could get a value out of it. A lot of it is just older people teaching younger people to a little bit managing. Dude, I swear to God, the first half hour they're just crying.
no, I've never done that. I've done a handful.
It's called a
and
release method,
Yeah,
and they're just bawling, dude. And they are, some of them shouting like, "Why did she leave?" Like they're doing stuff like that. And I'm looking around, why isn't anyone else think that? Why no one thinks it's crazy?
Yeah.
Only
It's
one
actors,
girl
bro,
I ended
'cause
up.
you're actor. I act. You act. You're an actor, hardcore for sure. But like, you've been in the game for a minute. But yeah, there's a different.
I mean,
there's
not
a
even. I
different
just booked a
general
thing.
sentiment.
I booked a thing,
overall
and I'm
vibe.
honest about it. With
that
acting?
children's thing you were on, right?
I booked a children's TV show. I'm writing a show for CTV now, and I might, and maybe I'll act in it, or maybe they'll make it. Maybe I'll act in it. They seem pretty confident. They seem pretty happy about it. Hey, I just got to a Screenwriting Award nomination and a Writers Guild nomination for an episode I wrote of Dino Dana. So hey, the
Just
resume's
low-key plug.
building.
Yeah, shameless plug.
Just it's all building. It's all building.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, like, even when I was acting, and again, no disrespect to the community, to the acting community, but it does seem like
I just gotta cut this video. Drop it into the fucking Toronto actors community.
it does seem like a lot of luck, man. Not to be, I don't want to be rude to anyone. It is it's a difficult, and that's what makes it more respectable. It's a difficult art form. It is a craft. There are things being learned in those classes.
Oh, without a doubt.
You got to be into it, and you got to like commit to whatever. But ultimately, yeah, it's a bit of a lottery, man.
I I took a class with Samora Smallwood.
Who?
Samora, she's an actor here in Toronto.
Cool. No,
And she's recurring on Star Trek and stuff.
Amazing.
Like that. Yeah.
Wow, that's dope.
But anyway, she's actually has a successful acting history.
Mm-hmm.
And she teaches like this 6-week class, like once a week, 3-hour thing.
Yeah.
That's like way cheaper than the other ones. And it's not all this hoo-ha. It's the most applicable points. It's just like applicable points, and then I'm going to give you scenes that I think are a little bit challenging for you where you're at, and we'll just do them. That's all I want. You know what I mean?
Let's go. I'll do that.
Like, and she had 5-6 person classes, so
Dude.
it's great. You meet the people.
Wow. That's the kind of class I would take a class like that. I would love to take a
or
class
Louis
like that.
Bowmaner, he's got like 20-30 people. It's a 4-hour intense class. You're watching everybody go through this so-called transformation or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, it's all good and shit, but like, there's too many people. I
took Jeff Seymour's class when I first started. This guy Jeff Seymour, he was playing a lead on. He plays always like a lead on these Canadian TV shows, and then he was in Homicide. Fuck, he was in a big show, man. So funny. The first half hour of his class is just him talking shit. It was so fun, man. We did the class, and then it was all in his living room. So we did the class. We did his half hour. He did like a little stand-up speech at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, now looking back, I'm like, this guy kind of wanted to be a stand-up maybe, but he never got into it. But he basically does
he
a
did
half
an
an
act.
hour.
Yeah, he did a 30-minute act.
He did like a 20 minutes off the top to be like, just, these are my bits, but they're acting bits.
Yeah.
And then we do scene study, and everyone there was in shows. Like my friend Mako. Mako told me about him, and Mako is on every TV show. Mako Nguyen. And then Jeff Seymour, yeah, they're on a bunch of shows. But that is a good circle to be a part of, because I think it is like if you're hanging out with them, then maybe they'll tell. I don't know.
When did you get into the acting scene in Toronto?
I've been like, this is actually a funny story. I was actually going to stop doing it because I honestly do think
I
it
like
is
how
a
you
little...
dropped this wad of cash on the table,
Sorry,
by the
babe.
way.
I didn't realize that was on the thing.
Oh.
But I just want to empty my pockets.
It probably wasn't even noticeable, but I wanted to point.
My bad.
You're
Hey,
just
man,
like,
it's
all
20s.
this cash is fucking annoying my pockets.
I'm leaning
Now it's
back.
on your table. He's leaning, baby.
I gotta lean.
This
I
thing's
gotta
blocking
lean
your face, probably. Watch out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Come on. Give me some posture, baby.
What's up,
Ooh,
baby?
there we go.
Okay.
Let that light hit.
I slid in. Thanks.
But when you joined,
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to. So when I booked this TV show, before that, I was like, look, man, the writing is a lot of work and it's a lot to learn, and it's very difficult, and it's hard to do it all. You know what I mean? It's hard to like be writing something and then be like, okay, I got to go across town for I got to kill 2 hours now to go audition for a McDonald's commercial. So even now, I'm like, if it's silent on camera, if it's commercial silent on camera, I told my agent, I can't.
you don't have the time. Yeah.
I can't. You want me to hit these deadlines? I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't have time, right? But before even, because I never booked anything.
And those are
much.
pure lottery. Like those
That's pure
commercials
lottery.
are pure lottery.
But dude, a TV show, like, look, someone has to write the show. Someone has to cast other people. If there's kids on the show, you're kind of being cast around the kids. That's why
like if you fit the kids.
You gotta look like, dude. I think I booked the show because I look like the girl. I mean, they love me too. They always said like my performance was so
You're
funny.
great. You're so great.
They always. Well, you know how it is.
But
being
they're
on set.
super positive.
So positive.
Everybody's
Dude, they're
super
taught
positive.
in school, filmmakers are taught to treat actors like children. So they're
I could see
treating
that
you
for
like
sure.
a 5-year-old child who can't do anything on your own. And they're, wow, that was
I can see
incredible.
that. Yeah,
so it's hard to
you could
tell, but
by-
they seemed very happy with the performances. They applied for an Emmy in 2018 for my performance, applied for the Emmy, didn't get the nomination. But you know what?
It was applied, baby.
It was applied.
There's
As a
a paper
comedian,
trail,
it's
yeah.
almost better.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to go, dude, because if you get the
Yeah.
nomination, $400 US, you got to get a suit, you got to get makeup. It's
You probably won't win.
right? But I got to say, my daughter on the show.
Because when they
won.
say the name, they show you on camera. That's really what it's about, right?
Dude, I don't even know. It's daytime, so I don't even know if they televise. Like, even the
that's
Canadian Screen
terrible.
Awards, my
Yeah.
day, is
It's
not
just
televised.
It's a money game then.
No, it's a little bit. But, dude, that's Hollywood.
Well, this is what I was wondering is when you first joined acting, what I'm wondering is
Yeah.
this. Because now I'm in it a little bit. I've barely been in. I got in when I moved to the city, 2018, right?
Okay.
So I'm wondering at what year, because I can answer this question on the comedy end of things, but
Yeah.
at what year into it, among the peers that you started acting with, hitting auditions with, were in classes with, did people start regularly
Leaving?
booking
Oh.
and or leaving? Like leaving? Are you talking about to the States?
Leaving, like, I'm an accountant now. I do real estate.
Oh, leaving as into like leaving careers, jumping out of the acting game,
Buddy.
which I'm assuming is the
that's
smartest
mostly
thing to do.
what happens.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
comics.
For people
like,
who
I'm old as
stayed, for
fuck,
people
but
who
like
stayed.
most people, it's not like they're gone. Where
yeah,
are they?
Yeah.
They
absolutely.
get
I mean, you get weeded out.
You get weeded out, kind of, and then if you don't have the heart to stay in.
Exactly.
If you don't got the
That's-
drip, dude, the industry people just start saying like, okay, we're not interested. You know what I mean? Like the industry. So with acting, I was
So
gonna
the
leave.
people who stayed.
So the people who stayed, what?
Because you know what, like in acting, it's like, in comedy, it's like 5+ years before it's like you start, getting some recognition.
You're saying 5. A lot of people would say 10, 12.
No, I'm not talking about like have a name headlining. I'm talking about get a little love locally. People let you open for them.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
what I'm
5
talking
years.
about.
Yeah. 5 years for sure.
So that I equate to booking some shows, booking 2 spots on a show a year. Not necessarily one show, booking 2 TV things, booking 3-4 non-commercial things a year.
Okay, that person, from what I can tell, okay, Mako is like that. My friend Mako Nguyen, she just books nonstop. Since I met her, she's just been booking.
Yeah.
When Nicola plays my wife on the show, she books nonstop.
And these are both ethnic women, right?
You know what? They're both like light skin ethnic. So
But still,
They get a double
get
benefit.
the ethnic card.
they get a double benefit.
exactly.
So the thing is,
It's not too against the grain for the whites.
dude, if you're a white girl,
And they get
quit.
that. Yeah.
There's
Blonde
too many
whites.
of you. And even if you're a white guy in comedy, I hear these white guys in comedy talk about like affirmative action, and I'm like, there is affirmative action, but you're not in the running, baby. There's too many of you. It's a tough market.
Yeah.
People just aren't like if you're a white
Well,
guy.
you thought you were talking about Toronto specifically. In the grand
I think
scheme
it's
of
true
things,
for New York too. If you're a white guy,
But
you have
that's
so
Toronto.
much competition, and you have a few spots. If you're a white girl, if you're like, especially like a hot, like
you still
you're going
have
for
the
the hot
majority
girl
of the
part.
spots. Don't
You're
get it twisted.
splitting it.
White guys still have the majority of the spots. If you look at all shows booked in all the comedy scenes in all the cities, for sure,
It's
without
mostly
a
white.
doubt. For sure, white
Because
men.
it's mostly them, though.
Exactly. So you're
It's like
saying
when
you're
if your
looking
mom
at-
ever gives you shit for dating a white girl, you can be like, "Hey, it's 90% of the
Canada.
country.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
why'd we come here then?"
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like that with booking. Sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, yeah, like the writing rooms, a lot of it, it's still mostly white. It is a grind to change it, but most guys that I know anyone I know who complains about that, I'm like, you weren't in the running though. Like there is affirmative action. There are some white guys getting screwed, but like most of you are just not that good. And your own people don't want to see you. Like, I find a lot of white people, they love to see a black guy. They love to see a brown person.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and comedy's always been
There's
a
more-
minority
yeah,
game.
there-
Like, minorities have been overrepresented in
that
comedy
minority point of view.
since
Yeah.
the beginning. It's the minority point of view. It's kind of what it's always been a little bit. So, yeah, if you're... So it helps, I think. Having the ethnicity really helps because the liberal white people who have money, they like it. And the filmmakers and artists are like, okay, this is an interesting perspective. It gives us more to talk about, more to do.
So this is why these 2 chicks are booking everything.
I don't know. No. I think they're
And
great
skillful,
actors.
obviously. No. Besides the skill, I mean, skill aside, we're talking about skill aside.
Yeah, I mean, it's complicated. There's always everything. I mean,
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is this a thing where it's
There's
like,
so
if
many
you
things. That's
stay
why
in
I
it
say-
through the humps and the
Look.
local community, we'll say the local acting scene with the casting director community and all them begin to know your presence there, do you begin to get booked more, or does your lack of booking hurt? Like, I don't know. You know, I'm wondering.
I would say like nobody cares until like it's kind of like dating, or it's kind of like, it's like when someone tells me like, oh, does this person like me? I'm always like, it doesn't matter. They're not really thinking about you. They're doing their thing. They have 10 people on their mind. I've screwed up in front of every casting director. It takes 8 months. It takes a year for them to be like, okay, fine, I'll see Amish again. But they always do, eventually. And then you always go back. And then as you get older and you're more professional, if you go in once professionally, the past is forgotten. That's my experience.
Oh, gotcha.
But I do meet a lot of young actors who are like, oh, this person said this to me. What should I do? Like I know some young actor who went in and the casting director goes, you're wearing that? Okay, do the audition. That's fucking incompetent. Like, why would you say that as a casting director to someone?
Yeah, exactly.
They're coming in. Like, do you want to get a good performance out of them, or do you want to diss them?
Completely, yeah.
You're compromising. You're wasting everyone's time.
Yeah.
So personally, I think that's bullshit. Why would you say that to someone? But also, that same casting director, like they did that to me a year later. They're like, oh, hey, Mish, how you doing? Oh, yeah, I saw your thing. Like, it's all forgotten. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, like when you book, you book. It feels so lottery to me. Like, I don't want to put too much on. There is a lot of talent involved, though.
I thought it was just the commercials that were the lottery, and the acting merit came through on the TV movie side of things. But even on that end, you still have that lottery vibe. You still have that, like, luck is a huge fucking factor of this.
Look, man, you look at the Oscars, right? Once you get to the top 5, pick a name out of a hat. What difference does it make? It's subjective. If you're acting, I've been up for, like, a lead part, like, I don't know, like 6. I told my agents, like, hey, man, you don't even have to tell me about that. I don't give a shit. But like, I've been up for like a lead part like a bunch of times, and then another round and another round, and then you just don't get it. And the guy they gave it to, I look at him, I'm like, what's the difference
between you and him?
I mean, I do feel bad. Actually, some of the shows I am genuinely like, oh, you guys are losers.
As in, like, for not choosing you?
Yeah.
You were the guy for it.
Yeah, there's some shows where I'm like, you guys are stupid, basically.
Yeah.
But there's some shows where I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, yeah, you can play it. What difference does it make? I mean, it's not, it's not that much of a thing. Like, it's subjective at some point. At some point, it's like, you might have looked like their cousin.
Yeah.
And they don't like that cousin, and that cousin was like shitty to them when they were 10, and they're like, you know what? I just don't know about that guy.
Fuck Marcouche, you know what I mean?
Fuck Marcouche, right? I'm not Marcouche.
Dude, I did a McDonald's third recall yesterday. I'm like, they're down to, McDonald's auditions everybody.
What's these goddamn recalls? Hey, why don't you go on my fucking YouTube and just book me or don't book me? It's too. I'm gonna eat a donut. Tim Hortons, you fucks. Why don't you look at my YouTube or some shit?
No, this Instagram. McDonald's, this had a bunch.
Make a fucking decision, man.
Had like 6 lines. Had a lot of lines.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah, but like, it was like a funny script, and they kept putting me together with these like not comedic people. They're telling us to read it deadpan so it'll be funnier. And I'm like, no, I'm looking at the writing here. This will be funny if you know that it's funny and know that, like, if we read this deadpan, these people are gonna read it deadpan and it's not gonna be funny. So I'm like, a lot of times I'll feel like it's just like a broken chain, Yeah. Like the comedy isn't going through. So
a lot of these drama fucks are not funny. They don't get it, and then they're like, "Well, but I did theater school for 20 years." Okay, sorry, dude.
I do this. I go good. They're like, okay, they're gonna miss and match the groups. They always need a woman and an ethnic and a white guy.
Yeah,
obviously, right? For if there's 3,
you better.
So I'm outside. I'm waiting for them to mix and match me with another session of people, and then this group goes in, and it's immediately a thunder of laughter.
Of course.
And I'm like in there, and I'm like, oh my God, like I hope he ripped his pants when he sat or something. Like, how is it that funny, Like, there wasn't room for it to be that funny. I don't know what the fuck was said, but when you hear that shit and you're in the audition waiting area, you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, Abbas, you can go. They literally were like, before they're like, wait up, they're gonna match you with someone else. And then after that group went in, they saw what the fuck they wanted to see, and I'm like, this is such a waste.
Okay, but just chill for a second.
And I was there for 2 hours, bro, and it was the third recall. That means they have to pay. They probably pay me over $100 just
$50 for a recall. $50.
This is the third recall, and I was there 2 hours.
Oh, so the hours don't matter. It's like $50
that's what they were
saying.
saying.
The $50 per thing. Dude, they're wasting. Thank God the union makes them pay that, because they would just sit around and make us fucking come back over and over again. There's no respect.
Yeah,
there's no respect. These fucks. That's why I was telling my agent. This is a story I was going to tell you. When I booked this TV show, I was just getting ready to tell my agent, like, I'm not, because they're getting into literary stuff too, getting me, like, trying to get me into writing rooms. So I was like, okay, can we just fuck all this acting shit? What a waste of time. Like, it's stupid like this. It's so subjective. I'm 2 hours of my day. You want me to hit these writing deadlines? Fuck it. I'm not doing these acting. I don't need to go to this acting shit. So that, I'm planning on saying, I'm not going to say that to my agent. She would kill me. But, you know, I'm planning on telling her, like, you know, I'm having a hard time, whatever. I can't go to all these auditions, or I don't really want to go to auditions anymore. So that week, she tells me, though, I had an audition on Friday. I've never done this before in my life, but I just missed it. Just because I think in my head, I kept thinking, like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't have time to drive around for these stupid auditions.
One leg out.
I don't book it. I'm a one leg out. So once in my life, I swear to God, I missed an audition. It was a cattle call. Doesn't matter. They didn't really notice.
Cattle call means everyone gets called in.
Yeah, everyone gets called. It's like, man, that's what I mean by, like, just go on my fucking Instagram.
Like all ethnicities aged 20 to 40. It's like all of Toronto.
Just leave it then.
Yeah.
Send them a link to my Instagram, and why don't you call it a day? It's shot better than their stupid camera. You know what I'm saying? But this week, I just missed an audition. I've never missed an audition. But it was like a cattle call. I missed it. The next week, and that week I had auditioned for this other TV show. And so that the next week, my agent's like, hey, you got a call back for that thing you went on Friday. And I was like, ugh.
For the one you skipped?
Yeah. And I was like, ugh. And then, so I'm just like at the gym. I'm like, oh, what do I tell her? So I just text her like, sure, yeah, I'll go. I just text her like, yeah, I'll reach.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, why get into it? It's a recall.
Yeah.
Someone made a mistake. Then she texts me back saying like, oh, never mind the recall. I think it's something else. I was like, okay, cool. We're safe.
Yeah.
Then like 20 minutes later, I get there's like 2 missed calls and 2 text messages from my agent. And the text messages are like, can you call me? This is urgent. This is very important. We need to talk right now. And I'm like, okay. I was just getting ready to be like, okay, look,
I'm done. Yeah.
I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
And we're in these writing contracts. She's not going to drop my ass. We fucking have a writing thing that we have to do anyway.
She has to get paid, yeah.
She's not going to like leave for this stupid thing. But it was years ago, and I'm thinking like, okay, I'm going to get yelled at for it because I missed a stupid fucking cattle call. That they don't even pay attention half the time anyway. So anyway, I pick up the phone. She goes, hey, Amish, are you sitting down? Because we really need to. I'm like, okay, can you just tell me? She's like, congratulations, you booked Dino Dana. We're so proud of you. Series lead. We're waiting for the contracts. I just got off the phone, Morgan. Honestly, Amish, we're so proud of you. Like, this is great. This is gonna be great for your career. Whatever. So I'm still acting.
Wait,
so
you
I started acting on the
never
show.
even auditioned?
No, the TV show I did audition for that week.
Yeah. Oh,
But
the
then
one you went in for.
I did go in for the TV show. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that one I booked it. Yeah.
Dude, man, that's amazing. How many years were you into the game at that point?
At that point, I don't know.
From your first time you got a headshot and an agent.
I mean, when I was 12, I did a sketch thing. When I was like 20.
No, I'm talking about like when you were
legit.
Yeah.
I'd say like 27. Man, we're talking 6-7 years still. It's like I've been doing this kind of stuff since forever.
Yeah.
But not professionally. Like I went to engineering school because you have the joke.
Because as you do, yeah.
We have to. This is out of duty for God.
Yes,
this
exactly.
is first we have to serve God, then we can serve ourselves.
It was written.
It was written by God is great. So I have my engineering degree. I always kind of dabbled back then. 26, 27, I got in professionally. I started this sketch group called Fade to Brown. We did a TV show.
Right?
No, we did an episode for Rogers. So Rogers plays it every now and then.
Yeah.
But they own the rights to it. But I can sell. My agent, when I signed with them, they were like, hey, let's get the rights and sell it to whatever. And so we have the rights. I just don't know if we ever kind of followed up.
So old now.
It's old, but it's relevant.
Okay, is it?
Baby, it's tight.
Talk about coronavirus in it.
It's tight. No coronavirus.
This episode's called Infectious Disease and Why We're Not Prepared for It.
Hey man, you know Scott Thompson, right?
No, who's that?
Kids in the Hall.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I know the show, but I still don't know who he is.
So he's amazing. He's around. Like he'll come around sometimes to do stand up.
You'll see him.
You'll see him. Great guy. He had a movie that he was gonna make, something about 9/11, but it was before 9/11 happened.
And it was called, yeah?
It wasn't called that, but it was like about
when
that.
When 2 towers collide.
Something
when terrorists attack, take down stock exchanges.
Dude, he's like, I wrote the whole thing. Then it happened. He's like, I lost all the funding. He's like, I worked on it for 6 years.
I call it the stock crash.
That's what I know. And he was like, I mean, I'm the real victim.
Yeah.
I said, well, I don't know.
All those people and families.
But yeah, no, that's I don't know.
I hate this game.
Acting seems like a lot of luck.
Yeah, like it's
I
annoying.
think the game is this now, dude, because people are getting big on YouTube and whatever, and then they'll just go make their own movie, and then they
won't necessarily make their. When you have the draw, then they want to put you in stuff for their own for their own.
There's that, and then also you can just ask your audience, like, hey, I want to shoot this thing. If it's tight, they'll give you money.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about specials and whatnot,
and comedy specials.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think comedy. I think each person now, like this idea of like I just wrote a submission for like a political news show, and then I'm on hold for like another one, but. It does feel like your channel, like when I watch this show.
Oh yeah, everything goes on. Just drop it on the YouTube channel.
Just drop it on the YouTube channel. Dude,
that's what it is.
This is as funny. Like I'm not.
Without a doubt. No, I mean I have listeners. I have people who tune in consistently.
Same.
I appreciate y'all 100%.
Appreciate
but
you guys.
I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to wrap my head around this fucking acting thing. Which, by the way,
no, it seems like a scam. Don't do it.
Exactly. Well,
I mean,
I'm gonna do it.
Dude, you have to be in it. Like the Buddha says.
I'm playing the game.
Play the game. Like the Buddha says. Don't get emotionally caught up in it. When you walk out and they laugh. That didn't happen. It doesn't matter. Dude, they're friends.
Oh, I stopped thinking about it as soon as I leave, man. It's like, what really annoys me about it is
think
like
about it once you leave.
Audition. Yeah, I'm done with it.
It's over.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
I've told girls that before that are like, that used to want to, I've had to tell girls like just dating girl, because even from that one, I dated a girl from that class.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until after, but I opened with like, hey, did you really cry or did you have to like act it? Because I was even telling her, because it was like first half I was crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I couldn't cry.
I couldn't let it
out.
out.
I was like, were you really
She's
crying?
Like, don't
or
worry, we're releasing at the end again.
Yeah, but then as soon as I met her in real life, she was like, yeah, that was crazy, right? So it's weird. It's like in the thing, they all act like they're into it. Then outside, she was like, yeah, I've never been to a class like that.
You ever been to, you haven't, but if you go to a Friday prayer, and sometimes the imam there's like a sermon. It's called the khutbah. And sometimes the imam, they'll have like, if the imam is sick or something, they'll have like drop-in imams. Sometimes that guy's sermon is extra aggressive.
Buddy, sometimes they're doing sets.
Like super, super aggressive against like the non-believers or whatever. And
Look,
everyone in the mosque is just kind of like chilling and stuff.
I know.
But as soon as we leave outside, my buddy will be like, oh, damn, that was extremist as fuck.
I know, right?
You know,
like
you want to get out of the environment. You got to get out of the environment before you can just be like honest as shit.
Yeah, you got to get out of the environment.
You got to get out of the environment.
And you got to understand, those young preachers, those new sub-in preachers, they're trying to come up in the game.
Yeah, so they got to go extra hard.
They're going extra hard.
They can't be,
you can't take that
extra liberal. You can't be in the middle and make your way.
And trying to come in. Yeah,
the liberal imam probably has a future right now.
The liberal imam has a future.
It's the time, yeah.
And I think the conservative imam does a lot of damage because some
or it
conservative
keeps the hardcore people still.
But have you ever seen like someone will take a clip of a guy being like, it says in the book that we have to kill gay, and everyone does it say like this? And everyone puts their hand up and it's like, see?
Yeah.
Some guy's like, see? It's like, dude, have you been to church?
Yeah.
People talk shit. I go to these family things. I have always one uncle will say, Amish, this is Muslim, we have to attack it. He's talking about like Muslims.
It's such an old thing. It's hilarious,
he calls it Muslim.
It's so funny.
Like, this is a Muslim, Amish, we have to attack it. I'm like, yeah, you're going to send your kid? No, he's in school, college. Then leave it.
Radiology.
He said radiology. I said, no, he started college, man. It's like, dude, shut up.
You know what really annoys me about this acting thing is they'll tell you the audition is Monday or Tuesday. They'll tell you the audition is Tuesday and the recall is Wednesday. And then it shoots and the wardrobe is like Monday and Tuesday. Like there's no, it's so rushed. It's like the whole like timeline of the project. Is 99% of it is here, like at the beginning, and the final 1% is the casting call. It's like, oh, we're gonna find them. They're like cattle, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they'll come.
Yeah, there's a bunch of desperate losers who will just come do this.
They'll come immediately.
That's how they treat
notice.
it.
Yeah.
And dude, the self tapes now. I want to send a thing to ACTRA about this. Maybe we can cut this into ACTRA. They're putting. Have you ever seen a email that's like a self tape? So first of all, I got to do the tape at home, or someone comes over to my house and is paying me because we do self tapes at our house. Someone's paying me for this casting call. But they put out the casting call. They're not paying a casting director. They're not paying for a studio. But then in all caps, they'll write, please always have a reader present. All caps.
Oh, yeah.
Have a reader present always. It's like, idiot, you fucking send this tonight. It's due tomorrow.
Yeah.
What if someone doesn't have a fucking reader?
Oh, dude.
I've told my agent, okay, I don't have a reader. Bye. Tell people to fuck themselves. Dude, we got to send this to ACTRA.
You know what I have to do?
And dude, 9 exclamation marks.
Bro,
don't do it without a reader. Oh, so someone was smart enough to record their voice and cut it in for you. You piece of shit.
I did it.
You piece of shit.
In
casting
San Francisco, bro. I was over at my buddy's place.
I hate these people.
I had some fucking I had some self-tape. I had to record my voice saying the other person's lines and give a gap of audio so I can say my own lines. send it to my laptop, put my laptop next to my camera, and blast the volume and press play and quickly get into my mark. And then I would have to time it I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Basically, if you're an actor,
and then nothing
you're
comes
garbage.
of it. Nothing comes of it.
If you're an actor, you're garbage.
Yeah.
That's what that means. You put in all caps, do not read by yourself. What do you think, you piece of shit? You think I'm sitting here and saying, oh, the best way to do this is I'll read it myself? Are you fucked? Look at the fucking tape and figure out what you need to figure out. What is this like? No, but get a female. I gotta hire an actor for the voiceover.
Yeah.
Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah.
We gotta send that shit to ACTRA.
Yo.
Can we send this to ACTRA? It's too much, man. And it's in all caps. That's bullshit. I remember, but the industry's always been like this. Have you ever seen? So there's a podcast called The Thread, and it starts with Harvey Weinstein today, and they pulled back the thread to when Hollywood started, and who started it, and the guys who started it. If they heard about Weinstein, they'd say he's soft, dude. They were rapists, legit. They created a raping system, and it's called Hollywood. But that's what it is. They made the MGM studio, the first one. I should probably say allegedly, legally, whatever. But it's the podcast called The Thread.
This is going to be used against you in a court of law, by the way.
Whatever, man. He's got 23 years. It's
49
over.
minutes and 38 seconds.
So the first guys. This is the system of us. This is the system they had. They have buses of people coming from all over. Just the hottest people.
The beautiful and empty. And
beautiful and empty inside and fucking starting from 12 up to like whatever age. They're all coming in buses to Hollywood. And then there's a bunch of fucking Weinstein fucks, these sociopaths. They're the ones making the studio. So you live in this... Dude, this is insane. You live in the studio.
This is how it used to be.
That's how it used to be. They just see hot girls on the street. They'd be like, hey, are you an actor? Come live on the studio. Dude, these girls are going there homeless sometimes. They're like, oh, you come live on the studio. Every day at 4, there's one exec. Every day at 4, 2 girls. He just tells the assistant, 2 new ones. Every day at 4. Those is 4 p.m. ritual.
Just bring them to me.
Just bring me 2 every day. Usually 16. But sometimes they were like 20 maybe. Like we're talking about famous actors. In the podcast, there's a famous actor saying that she refused to do it.
That sounds like some royalty shit right there. Holy fuck. That sounds like North Korea right now. You know what I mean? Kim Jong-un? Bring me 2 at 4.
Yeah. But it's all done psychologically. 2. It's all done with like, oh, don't you want to?
Yeah, they're leveraging their dream and the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
The big movie, it's almost there. Meet him at 4, remember?
Hey, aren't you professional?
Yeah.
Be there at 4.
Yeah.
Be on time. Be a professional. Fuck that, dude. I mean, I'm not trying to relate myself to that, but this is the industry. They don't care about actors. If you start telling them to fuck off, they kind of like you, actually. But if you're there like, oh, please, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do that, then it's like, okay, well, they're not even going to respect you. Well, I find the best thing I do, man, I go in, I talk to the casting director like we're equals, and it's the best thing. Talk to them like a grown-up, talk to them like, I don't want to say talk down to them, but just go in and like almost like, yeah, I'm busy, so can we just hurry? That attitude, that's great. It's got to be strictly from a professional, like I'm on so many things that like, let's go. But you don't say that. But the best
attitude
thing,
and body language, yeah.
The best thing I ever did was I stopped acting like a little child and being like, oh, do you think I'll book it? Do you think I'll book it? And I just went in like, yeah, I know what I'm doing, so let's do it. You know what I mean?
I'm doing that now. I've been doing that for 8 to 12 months.
You're a comic, so you have the sense to do stuff like that maybe, but like a lot of them.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's still not doing shit for me.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's still
I forget it right when I walk out. And when you say talk, where do you talk? You come in, all right, we're going to have you slate. And the casting director really isn't there. For these big casting directors, their camera guy and reader is there. They're not there. They're there at maybe the recall, maybe.
Oh, yeah. If they're not there, then don't even talk. Yeah,
that's
whatever.
90%
then
of the auditions.
They're cool. Like, then just talk to them like
but there is no,
you're like a scene partner. Like, you're trying to work with them, right?
But that's what conversation do you have? Because you walk into the audition room, all right, we're going to go on the mark, and we're going to have you slate with height, and we're going to read from here, so you can use your eyeline this. And that's it. There's really no room. What conversation are you having?
Here's what I did. Last time I auditioned for a series lead. I went in. No, it was like a series regular. Fuck, such a great part. I went in, and the guy was like taking a phone call, but it didn't say how he'd do it. So I went in, and I was like, oh, so say this to them. They love this. Be like, okay, so I was thinking about a little bit of business with the phone off the top. Say business. Whenever you're doing shit with your hands, they call that business.
Oh, shit.
They call that, if you do a little prop thing, if you like,
I've been calling it pitter-patter. They do not like it.
Well, you're not getting called back.
I'm not doing pitter-patter with the right leg.
Dude, like, pitter-patter?
That won't be necessary.
It's business.
I'm kidding
it's
about
a little
that.
bit. I know you're joking. But it's basically.
I'm going to say it like that, too. business.
I'm gonna do a little business. So there's a call off the top. I'm gonna do a little business with the phone. Is that okay? And the casting director's like,
Damn,
thank you. You
this guy's
prepared.
on set. This guy goes on set all the time. You can
guy's a
tell
set
because
guy.
he said business.
This guy said business, dude. The casting director, who honestly, the casting director is known for being a little bit like a little bit of a fuck you attitude. She was
This
like,
one specifically, who?
This one specifically,
don't
I
wanna
can't
say
tell you,
that?
but this one specifically, she has a bit of a hey, do your work. Like, I'm not seeing everyone. Like, she's very busy and whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But when you come in with like okay, so I'm gonna do this business off the top with this, she goes, thank you. You prepared. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's see it. And then she was saying it like the last people didn't prepare. Like, she was just kind of dissing the last people. Like, finally, someone prepared. Thank you, Amish.
Just because you said that word, huh?
Well, I said business, but but it is real because there's a million ways you can do it. You can mime it, but having that conversation, I find what it does is it takes you from like do you think I'll get it? Okay, I'll just do it. Like, I don't want to cause you trouble. Like, if you come in like that, they're kind of you've sent a signal in their head already that like, this is an amateur that I'm seeing, so that maybe in 5 years he'll be ready. But if you come in and you're like, okay, so we're gonna do this business on top, and then you want me to say this, okay, and for the second eyeline, I'm gonna put it over there. Is that okay? Again? And then they go, wow, wow, he knows.
I'm gonna take at the end of the first scene, I'm gonna take a beat, and then I'm gonna stand, move this chair back. All right, if you could just follow me on that, they'd be like, all right, we got it.
Hey, that's how Mako does it. That's how Nicola does it.
They book. They book. Baby. Do they book? Yeah. They book.
I know this girl though.
book.
I remember this girl who booked a TV show. I have so many extra stories though. I remember this girl who was on a TV show, like a teeny show. This white girl, just as like all this shit was ending, all they're just as people were getting into like, okay, maybe we should not just have only white people on TV. So just at the end of that, her show ends. She goes in. She's just having a rough 6 months. She goes in for an audition, does the audition, and then she goes, "Please, I really need this."
Oh my God.
And she started crying.
You're done. You'll never book that. That just puts the air of desperation into the room. Everybody feels bad.
So this is another thing I did. I did a Budweiser.
She didn't
commercial.
book, right?
I don't know.
There's no way.
To be honest, that girl, I don't like. I just know the reader that was there, and the reader told me about that. So I wasn't there actually.
Is she still in this game?
There's no way. Emotionally, can't take it, baby. Bye. She's out. That's the whole thing. Is that if emotionally you can just keep coming back, and that's why I tell people like. That's why I've
It's
had
so
to tell
easy as a
actors,
comedian. It's so easy as a comedian because
buddy, rejection all day.
yeah,
I'll take it. I don't give a shit.
yeah.
dude.
I'm just trying to get this thing to like a lottery. Literally, just I could book this and get 3 months rent. That's literally.
That's it. You know what people say? People say this. I know it's like such a sociopath sales thing to say, but it's almost like the key to success in your life is like how many no's can you take and keep doing it.
Yeah, it's
Especially
the basis
here.
of sales. Yeah,
It's the basis of sales, but like if you
it's
think
all
about
a numbers
acting,
game. It's all a numbers game.
Even like having sex with people are
All a numbers game.
people get mad at me. People are like, "Oh, you're with this girl?" I'm like, "Hey, man, don't diss me. Don't. You're just calling me ugly." But if you say hi to people every now and then, just someone likes you, and that's
It's a numbers game.
It is a bit of a numbers game on that, but on
Got that
everything,
wisdom.
on everything, it's like a bit of a numbers game, right? So even with this though, I remember years ago, it is a bit of a curse to book stuff too early because I know people who were booking. And
Like
then
you're
it
talking about
ended.
commercials or TV?
TV.
Because that's what happened with me with commercials. I booked a bunch when I first came.
know, yeah,
And I
I
think
saw
and I saw that with a lot of people that like
Same.
in comedy, their first year they book. I feel like you're a new headshot in that stream of headshots.
That's it.
And then
Plus, you do a Bell. Now Rogers can't hire you. You
Yeah.
do a fucking Toyota. Now Lexus is not going to hire you. You know what I mean? There's that a little bit too. right?
literally, yeah, I did a car one, a food one, a gambling one, and that's like 3 industries of shit.
That's
know?
it. That other people are like, okay, we can't use this
A
space.
telecommunication one,
That's it.
and then it was just like nothing.
Same.
I went union, I went ACTRA, all my non-union shit dropped off, which was 60% of the shit,
Oh no.
and now I'm just left stranded, you know?
Yeah, I mean it happens, man. It's such a tough business. I think, and that's why again, I don't want to disrespect these arms like anyone for saying this, but like it's a lot of luck.
Yeah, well, for the way we're doing it, the way I'm doing it is I'm going in for the way of the future is, especially with like all the people, all these talented fucking directors and movie makers, Conrad, Mark Corliss, all these people, they're making stuff nonstop. And like,
Yeah.
myself and Max, we put so much time into Plus Time Comedy.
Yeah.
We wrote so many scripts. That's how you do it. You just write something.
Just make your own shit.
You act in it. and then one of those things sticks, you may have to make 30 first, and we've already done 50 or whatever.
Don't
right?
go into the audition room and start crying.
Yeah,
just make a
fuck
thing.
the audition. Yeah,
just make a thing.
I'm just playing that literally like a lottery, like we were saying.
That's it.
That's just a
don't.
lottery.
I don't even. And part of it. Again, I do feel bad the way I talk about it because it does come across abrasive and people get offended by it because people did do like 5 years of 10 years of school and all that stuff. But it's like, I don't know. I think this is the healthy attitude to have. Have an attitude of like, this is not in, just from a perspective of like, what's not in your control, don't even think about it.
Yeah. I mean,
Why?
it's easier said than done, especially when you need the money or whatever, but
it is easier said than done.
it's so much of a better fulfilling. That's the word I was looking for earlier, by the way. Fulfilling. There we go. That's a good word. So much of it comes from writing it, putting it on paper, and then creating it. You write the exact lines you want to imagine yourself saying. You write that scene that you're praying and dreaming that you get cast for. Fuck that shit, you know? Just make it.
Just make it. It's fine.
No money in it, but just make it. I'm sure the money comes, you know?
Look, man, your life is the moments that you're alive, right?
That sounds like the beginning of a class. The first sentence the prof would say, your life
Look, it's
is
like a
the
house.
moment.
It's like a house, okay? People are obsessed with buying a house. One day you're going to die. Like, even when you buy it, the mortgage is with the bank, and then one day you're going to die. Like, Calvin Shergold told me this. Calvin Shergold was talking about real estate. He goes,
I don't know who that is.
Calvin Shergold? He does white wine comic, but he does white wine. But he went to Vancouver for a bit.
Okay.
Very funny. Ming's Dynasty, hilarious. They got funding from CBC to do Ming's Dynasty.
Word.
Very tight. Him and Tony Hall, very tight. But one of the best things anyone's ever said to me, Shergold, he said, real estate. We were talking about owning real estate, and he's like, owning real estate. This life is a rental. Your body's a rental. So what's the real estate? Every minute. This is my attitude is if every minute you spend in a house as if it's yours, it's your house. Every minute you spend doing the thing that you love, you lived correctly. And that's it. This thing of like, you're going to be famous one day, maybe. Who gives a shit? Just do your work because your conscious awareness is in this moment. It's here. And if you're lost in being productive on your dream, whatever it is, like you're saying the script, if you're excited about it, if you're lost in making that, that is your heaven. That's where you want to be.
Yeah.
This thing of like one day I'm going to get a thing and a thing. Sure. If it adds up, you're going to drive yourself crazy.
Oh, I get that, dude. I'm not like out here aiming for the stars, so to speak. And in reality, I am. I don't want to put a cap on anything I do, right?
Sure.
But it's more like I hate that I have to do this fucking little dance of making my my nut, you know what I mean, so to speak, financially. I'm putting in 60, 70 plus hours a week into art and stuff.
Yeah.
Into creating this, writing, performing every night, all that. But then I hate that through those artistic endeavors, I can't just make the small amount that I need to just pay the rent, pay for the car, and just have the food. You know, I'm not like trying to live extravagantly. I hate that I have to go and be like, okay, now 70 hours is done. Okay, now what kind of what plate spinning thing can I go do to get this small amount of money that's not coming from any of these endeavors yet, right?
Yeah.
I just want that money stress
Of
to
course,
go
man.
away. You know,
Of course, yeah,
and if it was like, I'm talking about like I'm way below the poverty line out of choice right now because, you know, I obviously can get an engineering job and all that shit. But in my mind, I don't actually feel like that's a possibility. Like I would never be able to do an interview and actually get a job. I'm so checked out and gone from that
engineering?
life. Yeah.
Oh, buddy, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
never,
I don't know. Like, what a waste of money my degree was. I don't think they'd even consider it.
Well, I mean, I'm not that far. I could still
still go back, yeah.
But I'm saying as far as like my attitude to interview for and everything, I would never get it because
we're in the game,
I'm
baby.
so out of it. You know what I mean? So
but-
it's like
and-
I'm in this thing and I just want the basic minimum finances covered with my hustling hours. I don't want to have to go do another 10, 15 and make it 8-hour week just to make that nothing.
You know what it is? It's like you're a ship.
But then again, I put myself in this situation. So it's like I'm complaining, but also like, what are you going to do? This was your choice, right?
No, you just keep on like look, ultimately in the moment of the day, you're choosing this over that.
Yes.
You could do it.
Yes. Oh,
but every moment you are going with what is in your heart.
Yeah, no, I know it's the right path.
And so you're doing what's right. And just every project you do, you don't notice it, but you're getting better. Videos get tighter. the audience grows a little more.
Gracias.
And it's just a matter of time, baby. And that's it. But it is hard. I get it. It's hard. It's hard to just be like, yo, it's fine. Because, I mean, hey, man, I might have to get a job too after this. If they don't pick up the show, this show I'm writing for CTV, like there's that. I mean, there's 2 more like political satire shows that I could write for maybe, but it's all, in other people's hands, right? So it's all the kind of stuff that it's maybe easy for me to say stuff like that right now, but my meditations are very tight.
Yeah.
I'm doing some hot meditations right now.
It's like I may have to move out of my place soon, but I am getting in that zone, baby.
I'm getting in that meditation zone, dude. I'm breaking through a lot into the zone, and it's every time I go through, it's like, oh, keep doing what you're doing, baby.
You take the cold showers?
I do cold showers like maybe 3 times a week.
Okay.
If I'm really feeling it.
Like, I'm not talking about the whole shower. I just turn it to cold in that last 30 seconds.
No. I do it I try to do it like a meditation where that's the hardest meditation where you go into the cold shower and then you take the pain of the cold. It's freezing cold. You take the pain of the cold, and then after you break through like 10 seconds of it, you calm down and you say, God is great. I got that. It came inside.
Yeah. Like, I end the showers with that. And if I go cold enough and stay in it, it's like, I can't even explain the feeling. It's like a weird, calm adrenaline.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, sometimes I do this thing where I like to eat fruit in the shower. Okay. I feel like a god. Okay. I feel
dude,
like
you're a king. You are king. You are king of a son of Most High God.
I'll have an apple in there. I'll have an apple in there.
Yeah.
And then when I'm done in the shower, I'll just go like 8 to 10 deep breaths.
Yeah.
And get into that center place and then switch it cold. If you get in the center place first, it's way easier to deal with the cold because you don't fight it. When you tense up and you go, then it's way colder.
Wim Hof.
Way colder. Yeah, exactly.
You do Wim Hof?
Yeah, I watched this Rogan thing. But when you breathe first and like lubricate that channel of breathing and then get it cold, you can just accept. And then I'll come out of here. I'll just stretch, and I'm just like any sort of depression or anxiety that was just running through my head. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just be like, look at you, you balding fuck, you're nothing.
Let go and let God.
I'll go in, I'll eat the apple, I'll breathe, I'll come out, stretch. I'm like, you're not balding that much. Like, dude, okay, bro.
That's how I know Wim Hof's meditations are so tight, because he leaves that filthy ass hair on his head.
You're right.
You see that hair?
It's disgusting.
He doesn't give a shit.
You know how centered you have to be?
You know how centered? His meditations are so tight, he's got this rat tail in the front of his head. And like, he does it. Wim Hof don't care. Now relax yourself. Don't worry, you are in the moment. Have you ever heard him say, don't worry, you are in the moment?
Hey, you do Wim Hof right now. I'll be a reporter. Wim Hof, are you ever thinking about shaving your head?
Why I shave it? I can't see it.
Well, it's kind of all over the place, and I've heard that you would look quite stunning if you were to shave it off. Do you feel like it would take away from your centeredness?
In my heart, I am so stunning that if I shave, it become too beautiful. That's enough.
And one last question, Wim Hof. When did you become Lebanese?
Dude, that meditation though, have you done the tutorial?
And I watched his yeah, I actually did.
Start here, the air go in here, stomach, chest, and then in your bread. Oh, inside your bread. It's so good.
He said that? He never said it like that.
He's like, yes, and oxygen also go in your brain because we have done the science in the university, and oxygen also in your brain, it go like that. We have done a science. Don't worry. You are in the moment. Dude, he's the best, man.
Dude, man, he's gonna collaborate with Dan Balzerian soon and just drop the hottest center yourself and then crush the market. It'll be something like that. Before I was able to center myself, I couldn't fuck any of these women. And they're just on stage with them. They're like, he's right. He tried.
He's like, with the Wim Hof method, I gave 18 girls an orgasm. All of them. 18. It's like, and half of them were like, I can't even come.
Yeah, right. I couldn't walk for 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Wim,
center yourself. The Dan Balzerian method. Get centered or get fucked.
Yo, I'm pitching at Rat's Nest this Sunday.
What's Rat's Nest?
You don't know Rat's Nest?
No.
Man, you don't know Jeremiah saying baby?
Bro, I don't know anything. You just name dropping hard. That's how I know you're a hard actor, bro. You drop names more than The Game, bro. Have you ever heard the Game song? he'll drop 14 names on there. Yo, I run it like Erykah Badu. When I did it like Huey Newton, and it did this.
I know, right?
Just
you ever see those rap
dropping.
videos where they do like 15 gang signs up the top?
Yeah, it's like, who are you affiliated with?
Who are you
Choose
affiliated
one.
with? Dude, but that's what I was telling Drew the other day too. You know how people are atheists, right? You know what I'm doing
Yes.
now? I'm all theist. I believe in all of them.
Oh shit!
I'm getting hooked up.
That's literally next level, right?
I'm getting hooked up,
Bro, that's
like
the
those
type of
gang
thing-
signs. I'm affiliated, all of them. I'm getting blessed.
That's the type of thing you realize during those releases. You know what I'm talking about?
That's
I
it.
believe in all of them.
I used to be atheist. You go into the release, you realize, no, they're all here. Yo, these white people played themselves.
It's like
no
that
blessings.
coexist bumper sticker. You're like, I fucking get it now.
Coexist. Oh, got
Yo,
it.
I'm gonna get you a coexist bumper sticker, okay, Playboy?
Maybe.
Yo, let's end on that, man. Tell
Okay,
the people
cool.
how to find you.
Find me at Fade to Brown.
Fade
To Brown on Instagram. My IG is Fade to Brown. That's where I post everything. I'm gonna stop probably everything else and only post on that. But we also got a podcast, but and then live shows all the time around the city. And I'm always
What's
like,
the podcast called? It's,
the podcast is Let's Come to an Understanding. We take some hard controversial issues.
You and Drew.
Me and Drew, we're flaming people. We're flaming people. But,
Yeah,
then,
you just
but it comes to an understanding at the end. It's a flame understanding. That's kind of it's a little bit of the
It's a
structure.
2-act structure or a 3-act structure?
Each story is a bit of a 2-act structure. We
Okay.
come in flaming, and then we get the
That
understanding.
sounds hot.
And that's it.
I have to tune into it. And I'm going to always plug it in the description, as always.
Thanks, baby.
I'll put your YouTube channel in there. Anything you got coming out? Anything to expect? The show hasn't been picked up yet.
The show.
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
Actually, even if they greenlight the script, nothing may even happen, right? Like it's like
I mean, they're
steps
making it
away.
sound like they're just going to make it. But again, I'm trying to keep my detachment from outcome meditation strong.
That's good.
So
Yeah,
I don't want to go too crazy with
That's
that.
the type of thing you figure out in the shower.
That's
yeah,
why
exactly.
that's it in the cold shower.
In the
But
shower, you're like, release this show. It'll probably not happen.
brain, oxygen in my brain. Yeah, man. But that's why I say at Fade to Brown on Instagram, and then you can see when I'm doing a live show. You can see when I'm putting up a podcast. You can see when this TV show comes out. All the good stuff is there.
Fucking right. And from my end, March 25th, if you're in London, come check out Callback Comedy Show with your boy Chris Robinson's headlining this thing. Huh?
Woo! Take me, brother. Take me.
No room in the car.
I do 20 minutes. I come do 20 minutes.
We got Sheldrick
I do 10 minutes.
featuring for this, so
Okay.
maybe the next show, brother. Maybe the next show.
Hey,
But yeah,
hey, look
if you're
out
in
for
London,
me.
March 25th, come through. Callback Comedy Show. It's at Union 10 Distillery. I've got the Eventbrite link in my bio. Put your tongue away, son. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, give it 5 stars. Rate, review it, say something nice. Share it, tell your people about it. If you're on Spotify, click that follow button. And as always, just tell people about the immigrant section.
Yes, tell people about these movements.
That's it. I just want people to know about it, people to listen. Appreciate y'all if you've been listening. We're coming up to episode 50 soon. It's crazy. Almost a year of weekly episodes.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. But as always, thanks so much for listening. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.